I'm Diana Likes. I'm a social worker at On Lok PACE. As social workers, we look at a participant in their whole environment. So we're interested in their social needs, social support, interested in their families and the people our participants rely on. A wonderful thing about the PACE program is that we not only have our team of doctors, nurses, physical therapists, social workers, registered dietitians, we also have the home care nurses and home caregivers. So it really is a continuum of care. And we work as a team. Members of the team, social workers, help facilitate the communication. So the whole team is really interested in every part of the participant's life and what will keep them healthy.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just realized that I mute my mic. So here's a little thing about On Lok. On Lok is a nonprofit organization, and we've been serving the Bay Area senior for over 50 years. Our PACE program provide medical and support services for our senior. And our 30th Street Senior Center is the largest senior center in San Francisco. We offer meal virtual classes, virtual exercise classes, and case management services. And as for today, our menu is seafood rice in lotus leaf, steamed tofu with fish paste, garlic, steamed lobster. Wow, that sounds awesome. Also, because today is our Dragon Boat Festival, and also I would like to send a big congratulations to Surf Martin Yan, because he is about to go to Chicago. Whoever coming from listening to us from Chicago, Chef Yan will be in town. He will be going into Chicago in June 13, receive a big time James Beard Lifetime Award in Chicago. So big time congratulations, Chef Yan. It's such a great honor. It's a great honor for the Chinese community as well. So congratulations, yay. So with that, I would like to turn over to Chef Yan. Chef Yan, you may have to unmute your mic, okay? Let me just replace you. One second. Here it is. Oops, sorry, you may have to unmute your mic again. Sorry about that.
Ready?
Yes, ready.
Good. Yeah, good. Well, anyway, welcome all of you from around the country, from around the world. This is a celebration that very, very traditional, a lot of cultural, historical backdrop. Now, if you Chinese in general, you probably know about this festival, but in the lunar calendar, in the Chinese calendar, the lunar calendar, there are 4 very important festivals that people celebrate. One, everybody know that Chinese New Year, the Lunar New Year. This coming year will be January the 25th, okay? And then of course, the Moon Autumn Festival with the moon cake, celebrated with the moon cake. There's a lot of funny, interesting historical story about the moon cake. And then today we're celebrating, you know what? The Zhong, the Dragon Boat Festival. Now, just in case you don't know, let me give you a tiny bit of historical background, okay? The Dragon Boat Festival is meant to commemorate the life and death of the famous Chinese scholar as well as official during the feudal dynasty. Qu Yuan was fighting his master and the official, the chief, because of unfairness to the people. So he wanted to speak for his following and for his citizens. So, and nobody listened to him. The official, the feudal leaders do not listen to him. So he got so sad and so depressed that he threw himself in the river and he got drowned. And then the local people, what happened is they tried to get rid of all the fish so the fish would not bother his bodies. So they throw things. Let me show you. They throw things right here. Right here. They throw all of these things, and I'm going to check. This is Zhong. Inside there, there's savory rice, barley, and all kind of grain with all kind of meat inside. So the whole idea, the fish would not bother Qu Yuan, Wat Yun body. And then they have the dragon boat race. The whole idea, they have dragon boat, they make a lot of noise, to drum them to scare off all the fish that they would not bother, so they can look for Qu Yuan's body and also try to save his body. But in the meantime, every year they have been celebrating the Dragon Boat Festival. Actually, they have dragon boat racing all over the country. Canada, here, Australia, Japan, Hong Kong, everywhere. And a lot of these people they have the children's team, they have the teenager team, they have the professional team. Just where I live in the Bay Area, they actually have several dragon boat races and everybody participate. It's not just to celebrate the Dragon Boat Festival, but basically it's a good exercise. It is teamwork, so everybody participate. And I hope you can go to like Coyote Pond, and you go to Berkeley, you go to Foster City in the lake, then you can see dragon boat racing. Today, I'm going to show you something, okay? These are normally, these are the ingredients. Let me show you. Zhong means Chinese tamale. They normally make with the bamboo leaf. What they do is they soak the bamboo leaf and they put 3 bamboo leaves together like this, okay? And then they fold it like this, and then they put the rice or whatever savory ingredient, and then they fold it. They fold it and then they tie it with string like this, okay? So that's the reason why you see this. We make this ahead of time for you because it takes time to boil or to steam, basically boil. So there are different flavor because a different feeling, okay? So these are the ingredients that you use. But today, I want to make it simpler. You go to Chinese restaurant, they have no mai gai, right? This is lotus leaf. Look at that, this is lotus leaf. You can buy them in the Asian supermarket. And when you open this up, it looks like this. Look at that. It looks like this. You can literally put it over here like a head, like a straw head, okay? And then when you have this, you gotta soak them. You gotta soak them in water and bring it to a boil. Then when they're boiled, they're soaked and boiled. What they can do is they will actually change color like this. Look at that, okay? And then they are beautiful. Why they use bamboo leaf and lotus leaf? Because lotus leaf actually in Chinese medicine is considered to be have some health benefits. So they actually boil this and drink the water, okay? And then this one, I'm gonna set it aside. I'm gonna fold this a little bit and get this ready. You see this? Here is the leaf. Lotus, the whole lotus is really, really good. The leaf, you can use it. And the stem, you can use it in salad. And the lotus seed, you can use it. Lotus seed. So the whole plant is very, very valuable. Okay, you can use it for different. And then the lotus root. Stir-fried lotus root. So what I'm gonna do is, I put this like this, look at that, to make it nice and round. You see, I folded this here. See this? I folded this, and I put this in a little stainless steel bowl. Put in a stainless steel bowl like this, okay? You see this? I put in a stainless steel bowl so I can put things around. Put it in the stainless steel bowl, okay? Now these tools are very important, okay? I'm gonna show you how easy it is to do this particular one, okay? Now, you have this here. I'm gonna put it over here. Very, very good, okay? And then the next thing is, important thing, rice. Normally, they use glutinous rice or sweet rice, but I use 1 portion of long grain rice and 2 portions of glutinous or sweet rice. 糯米, 尖米, 糯米, okay? This is more sticky, and in fact, 糯米, glutinous rice or sweet rice is widely used in Korean cuisine, Japanese cuisine, Chinese cuisine, and Thai cuisine, okay? One of the most famous is the glutinous rice, mango with coconut milk. Very, very popular. So I soak them overnight. I mix this long grain and glutinous rice or sweet rice together, and I soak it for at least 2 to 4 hours. In fact, I did it overnight, okay? So it absorbs tremendous amount of water, enough water. So when you cook them, they cook faster because they already absorb enough moisture. What is happening to the starch system in the rice is when the starch absorb enough moisture, when you cook them, they gelatinize, okay? So that's the reason why you have to have the right proportion of rice and water. See, in general, when you use long grain rice, 1 portion of rice to 1.5 portion of water. You know, normally they measure it like this, okay? Rice to the first knuckle. And sometimes they put it right here when the water barely cover this, that's the right amount. But you should measure it, okay? And also, another one is, if you want to make it faster, you know, you don't have that much time, but you want to make something really fast, you cook the rice first, okay? Cook the rice first, and then you can mix with all the ingredients. But today, we want to show you from scratch, okay? This is the rice. So what I'm going to do is, I have all of these ingredients here, okay? But I want to make this really, really nice. So what I'm going to do is, I stir fry this a little bit. The idea of doing this is, I have sausage. I have 2 different kinds of sausage. Look at that. I have the pork sausage. I have the duck liver sausage. This is the duck liver sausage. This is the pork sausage. Then I slice it up, okay? Then I also have mushroom. Okay? I slice the mushroom. I also have dry, this is the salted duck egg yolk, okay? And then I also have scallop. I have dry scallop. I soak them and I steam them, dry scallop. And I also have dry shrimp. Look at that, dry shrimp like this. This way it enhances a lot of the flavor, okay? Now, the first thing I'm gonna do, I'll stir fry the sausage, okay? Stir fry the sausage, get rid of some of the extra fat, okay? The liver sausage, okay? And you put it over here. And then also a tiny, tiny bit of dry shrimp, okay? Dry shrimp and scallop. I break this up, okay? Dry shrimp scallop. And then at the same time, I also have a tiny piece of red date, okay? I put it over here. And then the mushroom. And I slice the mushroom, makes it easier. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I slice the mushroom. I put it right over here. Then I also have a tiny, tiny bit of, look at that. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of oil. I use camellia tea seed oil, which is really, really have a high smoking point, right? And then I put this over here, and this way I render the fat. Normally they don't do that, but this is what you should do at home. You can do this filling ahead of time. And then I put a tiny bit of lotus seed, which is already soaked. Lotus seed, peanut, okay? Peanut, a little bit of peanut, give the texture, peanut. And then I also use a tiny bit of shallot, Oh, put shallot, a lot of shallot, okay? And then I stir. Oh, it jumps, it jumps, it jumps. And then I want to show you now, this is going to be really, really good. When this is render, when the fat is render, all you have to do is shut it off, okay? And then put a tiny bit of sesame seed oil, a tiny bit of soy sauce. This is flavor to flavor, tiny bit of oyster flavor sauce, okay? And I also add a tiny bit extra seasoning, tiny bit of white pepper. And then, you know, this is what I actually use fish sauce, premium fish sauce. That's because a lot of seafood here, okay? And I put a tiny bit, it got scallop. I just have about 1/4 teaspoon of fish sauce, get the flavor. And then a tiny bit of homemade soup stock, okay? And then I literally can thicken this up a little bit, so this way it would be nice. Now, traditionally, most Chinese restaurant or most home style zone, they use side pork, okay? Pork belly or side pork. But for us, healthy, then we use chicken. We use chicken thigh, okay? And then this is going to be so beautiful. And this, guarantee you can do it at home. What I normally do it for my virtual classes, I want to make sure everybody can do this at home. And this can be done ahead of time. This is already beautiful. Look at that. See that? This is already thickened. So we do not have to worry about it, okay? And then I shut this off and get this ready, okay? I shut this off and get this ready. And then we don't need this anymore. There are 2 things that I want to show you is everybody can see, okay? A few things that I can do that everybody can see. I have shallot, I have garlic, I have ginger mixed more here. And then I also have a piece of chicken, okay? Instead of using side pork or pork belly, this is a healthier version. I marinate this with a tiny bit of soy. This is a premium soy sauce. I use the best soy sauce possible, okay? This is the Tin Ding Tao Chao. And then I put this over here, and I also quickly saute this a little bit. You don't have to do that, but I quickly saute this a little bit. This way, they are partially heat up and already flavor. Look at that. I want to show you this. This is so beautiful. And I have 3 pieces. So rather than use side pork, we use this, okay? This is going to be beautiful, okay? Now, look at that. This can be done way ahead of time. So this is already right here. And then in the meantime, I'm going to show you how to do this, okay? This is ready. I want to show you, I want to put it over here so everybody can see. Here, I have the salted duck egg yolk, ham dan wong, salted duck egg yolk. You can buy them in the market. And then I press it like this. I press this. Look at that. A little piece of cake like this, okay? A little piece of cake like this. And I'll set it aside. And I also have a piece of shrimp. This is leftover shrimp. I put the shrimp right over here at the bottom. Look at that. Right over here, like this. This is the shrimp. Now, normally they don't put this shrimp over here, but I put the shrimp there because this would make it look interesting. And then I put the dry shrimp on the side, okay? Let me show you. I put the dry shrimp on the side just to make it more interesting. I put the dry shrimp on the side like this. Look at that. This way, when you open it up, it looks beautiful. And normally they don't have anything like that. So this way, the dry shrimp, all of these dry shrimp around here, okay? And then I have a piece of sausage on the side, sausage here and sausage here. This is already marinated, already flavorful, the sausage here. And then I will put the rice. Look at that. Now look at it. Look at how I do it, okay? Now I put the rice right on top of here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I put the rice, and I put the rice. So normally they don't do that. Normally they just mix them all up, but this is fancy, okay? And then I put the mushroom right over here, right around here. And then I put the rest of the stuff sprinkle around. All the thing that we have chicken, we have all kind of stuff. This way, our food not only looks good when you cut it open, but it's also layers of stuff, layers. And then I put more rice. Look at that. This is what makes it unique, okay? And you have never seen anything like that, because in a restaurant, they cannot afford to fool around like this. But when you do it at home, you can do that, okay? Look at that, okay? This is all the thing. And then we finally put the rest of the stuff right on the bottom, right here. Because when you open it up, it's right on the bottom, okay? And then this is all you want to do. And then I put this right here. Look at that. I put the egg yolk right in the middle and push it down like that. Look at that. And then all of these, and then put it on top and another one of these. Look at how beautiful. So when this is done, you wrap it up, okay? And I'm going to use a string to wrap it up. And I cut up the string for me. And then we'll wrap it up. And then look at that. Once you do that, you fold it. You fold it, okay? Very tight. And then you fold it. You fold it, okay? Very, very tight. You fold it just like you do an envelope, okay? Look at that. You're very, very tight. And then you fold it in, and then you fold it in, and then you fold it. Look at that. You fold it in. When you fold it in, you turn it upside down. Look how beautiful. Now, the idea is it has to be very, very tight, because you can either steam it or you can boil it. When you steam it or boil it, you want to make sure they are tight. You don't want to have too much water get inside. Look how beautiful. Take a quick look how beautiful this is, okay? And then in the meantime, I tie this up, okay? I tie this up. Look at that. I tie this up. Okay, very good. I tie this up. Okay, look at that. I tie this up, and I tie this up. Look at that. Very, very simple. Okay, and then I tie this up right over here. And then in the meantime, I also come over here and tie another one over here. This way, make sure they would not fall apart, okay? Look at that. You can actually do more. They tied up more. Maybe there are more string to tie up more. Okay, look at that. There, this is beautiful, okay? I'm gonna tie up another one. Look at that, this is already beautiful, like this. Look at that, see that? Then you boil them or you steam them. We're gonna boil them, okay? Of course, because it takes a while to boil. So I have one tied up a little bit earlier. We boil this over there, okay? We boil this over here. Or you can steam it. And then, well, after you boil it for a couple hours, because it's already soaked. If it's from raw rice, normally when they make the zhong, the tamale, they normally start with raw rice. So it takes about 4 or 5 hours. But if you do it at home, if you happen to have a pressure cooker, instant pot like this, it only takes about 40 minutes or less to cook this at a medium-high pressure, okay? So later on, we'll show you how to cook this, how to open it up. Now, I want to show you, when you serve, you cut up this, okay? This, I boiled it for about an hour and a half because it's already soaked. I tie this up, I remove these, okay? This is 水草, but you can use the string. And then, now look at how I do it, okay? I start here. I cut it up, I cut it up, cut it up, cut it up, cut it up, and I cut it up, and I cut it up. Look at how I cut it up around here, okay? 1, 2, okay? Okay, cut it up. You can use your knife, but the scissors is better. Make sure with the knife, sometimes if the knife is not sharp enough, but scissors always sharp enough. So this way, beautiful. Look at that. Once I do that, I literally can open this up. I can open this up like this. Open this up. Open this up. Look at that. Open this up. And then I have this right here. Look at that. And then to make it nice and simple, I have a dressing. I have a special dressing. Look how beautiful this is, okay? Look at that. It's beautiful. And I'm going to make a dressing. This is the dressing I'm going to make, okay? I'm going to have a little saucepan, okay? And I put a tiny bit of, normally they serve with tiny bit of dipping sauce, a dressing, a tiny bit of broth, okay? And a tiny bit of 天頂頭抽, okay? The best soy sauce in the market, okay? I use 1.5 teaspoon. And then some sesame seed oil, very simple. If you don't mind to have a tiny bit of alcoholic aroma, this is rice wine, okay? 雙蒸酒, okay? Double distill, tiny bit of pepper. And then always remember to thicken this up a tiny bit. And then use this as a dipping sauce to serve it. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Just the right amount. Just the right amount. And let me taste this. I like to have a teeny bit of sugar to balance the flavor. 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, beautiful. Now, this is going to be good. Let me show you how beautiful. Normally, they don't do it like this, but when you do it at home, that's what you should do. This way, it's going to be beautiful, okay? And then in the meantime, you want to make it more interesting. And this is the beautiful. Look at that. Look at this. This is beautiful. Look at that. And then I have the small hoyip and put it right over here. It's from my garden, okay? And then I have some beautiful flower right in the middle. And then a little flower on this side to really give that wonderful color contrast. Look at that. And then on top of these, put a tiny bit of cilantro right on top. The shrimp is right here. Can you see the shrimp? Look at that. The shrimp is right here. So look at how beautiful. Let me show you. Look at that. Look at this. Isn't it nice?
It's
Everybody
huge.
can do this home. Yeah, beautiful.
It's huge.
It's
you
huge
can feed a whole family.
yeah, you can actually, this 4 serving, okay? 4 serving. And also, I have more ingredient here than any other tamale, 糯米雞 or 粽 you would ever find in any restaurant or home. That's the reason why when you do at home, you do not have to worry about anything. So I would like to find out if there's anybody have any question about the lotus root, a lotus seed, a lotus root, and also a lotus leaf, and and also bamboo leaf. And then if you have question, I'll answer you. You're going to be rewarded, so make sure.
So they want to know if if you have to soak the leaves before you boil it.
Yeah, you soak the leaf Because sometimes when you buy them, they probably in the store for quite a while. If you don't handle it gingerly, probably some will break. Okay, so if I were you, I'll let it soak in a baking tray, nice and soft, and then I let it boil for about 15-20 minutes. Okay, that's what I did. 15-20 minutes, all you need. Okay. The most important thing is when you buy this, you buy them and then you store them in a dry place, because sometimes you don't want to put in a moist area. Sometimes you don't want to get moldy. Okay, so it's very important to make sure it looks good and it in a nice, dry, windy area, not on the top, but on the bottom.
Okay, so here is another question from international PTA. I don't know. Well, so Chef Yan, what's the difference between 粽子 and 糯米雞? I think that's 糯米雞, yeah.
Yeah, the reason is 糯米雞is more Cantonese style. 糯米雞, they normally use the lotus leaf, okay? But lotus leaf is available all over China. But 粽子 is basically use bamboo leaves, okay? And then they shape them long. This is shape them square, okay? So this one is actually easier to do this home. And also both of these, once you do this, you can freeze them, okay? Now give you an example. This one is savory with the salted duck egg yolk and some side pork. And that one is, look at this. This is actually with sweet red bean paste. That means you can have savory, you can also have sweet zhong, okay? And you go to Shanghai, you go to different part of China, they have different type of filling. So in a true sense, you can be creative. Whatever you have, you put it in, okay? You can make your seafood trail zhong. You can make your side pork, your a bacon. You can put some bacon chips and put it in there. So you can create anything you want. The key is this way, very different. Normally the zhong is they put it and then they're not evenly. But the way I do it, when you cut it open, it's layers. I have layers of surprises. I got rice, I got shrimp, I got chicken, I got sausage, I got dry shrimp. This is a much more personal 糯米雞 than that, okay?
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, so I have another question.
Yeah.
Last question for you before. When you wrap it, do you leave some room? Because it seems like the rice will expand, right? After you boil it.
Don't have to worry about it, because normally when you wrap it up, it's pretty tight actually. It's pretty tight. I wrap it up pretty tight. Okay, don't worry, because if just a tiny bit of rice coming out, it doesn't matter. But that's the reason why it's so good to have the rice already soaked, because they already swell enough. Okay, so this way you don't have to worry about it. Particularly the lotus leaf has a little expansion, have a little, you can kind of push up a little bit, it would not break anyway, because there's enough fiber around here. Particularly you look at all of these, nothing comes out. See that?
Yeah.
So don't worry. If just in case it comes out because you didn't fold it properly. When you fold it properly, they normally don't come out because when it comes out, it just doesn't look very good, and it's just not very appealing, just sloppy. I'm quite sure somebody win some prize.
Yes.
Whoever asked the question.
Yes, I have our first winner is Vera Gu. Vera Gu, congratulations. Yay.
Vera, how are you? I hope you win something. Either one of my book or one of the finger guard. You know, this way, if you have not used a knife, this is the finger guard for you. But if you like, we can have a choice. And I'm quite sure Steph will take good care of you. We have a couple of books. Hong Kong, The Taste of Nostalgia, or Martin's Quick and Easy, or Martin's Chinatown. You can have a choice. Now, the next thing I want to show you is very, very simple. This is wonderful. I'm going to show you. This is a dish, very good, steam too. We're going to get ready to have these ready to steam. In the meantime, my zhong, I want to show you this I want to show you this. It's boiling. Look at that. I'm also showing you, this is boiling right here. Look at that. See that? This is boiling. So it's not the right rice actually did not come out. Don't worry, okay? And then in the meantime, I'm gonna show you how to steam lobster, okay? I have a lobster here. What I'm gonna do is, I have dry cellophane noodle. This is the cellophane noodle. You soak them in water. Cellophane noodle is made with mung bean flour, green bean, okay? Look down. This is the same bean that they do bean sprout, okay? And then I have shallot. And then I have garlic, a lot of garlic. I have two different garlic. One is the chopped garlic. One is a golden garlic. I finely mince it and I pre-cooked it ahead of time with oil, with the familiar TCL oil. And then for this, I also cut this in half. So this way, it's easier for you to serve, okay? Okay, I cut this up. And then in the meantime, when you have lobster like this, I'm gonna show you, you cut this open, okay? Cut this open, okay? Cut this open like this, so the flavor. And then I open this one, and I cut this open. Okay, look at, okay? Cut it open on both sides. So this way, you can actually open it up like this. Look at that. Can you see that? Okay, and then you can open it up like that. This is how you do it. Open it up like that. Open it like that, okay? Look at this. This is how you open it. And this way, you have two of these, okay? So what I'm gonna do is, to make it simple, I put this over here, and look at that. I put the cellophane noodle on the bottom. I put the cellophane noodle, put it on the bottom right here, because they will soak up all the juice from the lobster when I steam them, okay? Look at that. I just enough. I can actually make two serving. This is, you can do individual serving. This is one serving, okay? Look at that. Beautiful. See that? And then I have tiny bit of ingredient left over, okay? And I will put a tiny bit of shallot, which is I saute the shallot. I saute the shallot right here. Okay. Oh, beautiful. I saute the shallot. Tiny bit of oil, minimum amount of oil. Shallot, ginger. Just quickly saute. Okay. Quickly saute this. Beautiful. You got the flavor out. If you want to make it more interesting, put a tiny piece of butter, which is not in the recipe, but I want to show you. We want to make it very, very Western, because everybody loves butter. So I put a tiny bit of butter, and I put a tiny bit of butter right here. See the butter? I put a tiny bit of butter right here, just a teaspoon. This way, it would be more unique, okay? Normally, they would not do that either, but, or you can even get ready some Parmesan cheese, mozzarella cheese. When this is nice and done, now this is how you do it, okay? I put a tiny bit of sea salt. Put a tiny bit of sea salt right here. Tiny bit of sea salt, a tiny bit of pepper, already marinate right here. And a few drops of wine. Look at that, get the flavor out. And then I'm gonna show you how beautiful this is. Oh, look at that. I will steam this with the beautiful garlic and shallot. Simple dish. Everybody can do this at home. And with butter. And then, to make it more interesting, this is the cooked garlic. I put it right over here. This is going to be so delicious. You cannot believe it. And if you want, you can put a tiny bit of cheese. Okay, if you like cheese, you put a tiny bit of cheese. And you can bake this and you can steam it. But we will make it Wonderful. And then if you have time, if you happen to have this, 虫草花, okay, this is, you can buy them as a Chinese medicine, 虫草花, and I put it over here. And then this way, we will make it very, very unique. Just a splash of fish sauce. Just a splash of fish sauce, just a few drops, okay? That's all. And then we will steam it, okay? It is so beautiful. We will steam it. In the meantime, I'm going to show you another dish which everybody can do at home. Now,
That looks
anybody
so
have any
good.
questions so far? Anybody
Yeah, that
have
looks
any
so
questions?
good, Chef Yan.
Oh,
So
it's
for
gonna be
the golden garlic, is that in
Yeah.
oil or in water?
Yeah, in oil. What I do is I chop up. Look, let me show you the difference. This is very finely chopped, right?
Mm.
This is coarsely chopped. Okay, I use both. So as a chef, you normally want to create something different, right? Now the other dish. Anybody else? Any question before I move on? Anybody else?
Yes.
Yes.
What kind of wine you use on the lobster, and also they would like to also ask you if you would use onion also. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I will use onion. Later on, I sprinkle the onion on top too. I will sprinkle the onion on top of to give the color contrast. So you got pink and then. Now the last one. Oh, let us make sure we have a drawing for our people that ask wonderful questions. Okay.
Yes. So our next winner for Chef Yan cookbook and On Lok cookbook is Linda W. Linda W. Congratulations.
Linda,
Yay.
congratulations. Linda, congratulations.
Our staff may
Where's
be
Linda
contacting you. Let me see. I
Where's
don't
Linda
know.
from?
I don't know. I haven't seen her. Well, she is contacting our staff via email. So
okay, now
okay.
The other dish is also perfect for this Dragon Boat Festival. This is a 老少咸宜, okay? 皆大歡喜. This particular dish is very nutritious and is everybody, old and young, children, elderly, senior, everybody can enjoy it. Now look at this. I have soft tofu. What I'm going to do is I use a fork and I break up the soft tofu, okay? I break up the soft tofu. This is the soft tofu. I break up the soft tofu like this, okay? After I break this up, I squeeze the water out, okay? Then besides this, I have fish. I put the fish. You can use any white fish, halibut, tilapia, snapper, and I put it in with the thyme, the cornstarch, and egg white, and I blend it in a blender until I get a fish mousse like this, okay? This is the fish mousse. And I marinate the fish mousse a little bit with pepper, with a sesame seed oil, with a tiny bit of wine, with a tiny bit of oyster sauce, or sa cha zheng, okay? That means you can use all kind of seasoning. I mix it up. This is the fish, which fish mousse. You can do all of this ahead of time, okay? Now this is the fish mousse. I put a tiny bit of green onion, okay? Fish mousse, beautiful, look at that. See this? Any other question? I also, to make it interesting, I also put a tiny bit of soak, goji berry. Goji berry, this is very healthy. This is very good for your eye, okay? Goji berry. You can buy them in all the health food stores, in Costco, everywhere. You can buy this. It's very, very popular now. It's, the Chinese use this as a medicine. So this will give a beautiful look, okay? I also have an egg white and put it in all together. And then I squeeze, let me show you. I put this, I squeeze the water out, okay? I squeeze the water out. Let me show you all of these are this way. Everybody can learn how to do this. I squeeze the water out. Look at that. I want to show you. Because tofu, it's actually a lot of water, okay? I just squeeze the water out. Look at it. Look at it. Show you. Look at that. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see that. Is that like a cheesecloth?
Yeah, it's like a cheesecloth. You see, I squeeze the water out. Squeeze the water out. This way, when it's done, I'm going to show you when it's done. This, I think, everything is ready already. I'll check. Beautiful. It is done. Everything is done. It's amazing. Okay. Now look at that. Look at this. Can you see that close up?
Yeah.
That's how you do it. Okay. You see this?
Yeah.
Then what we'll do is we will put all the seasoning and everything here with the fish, not here. And then we're going to get a bowl. Let me show you. Get a bowl. This is the tofu. Okay. We put it over here with the cornstarch and egg white and tofu. And this is the fish mousse. Okay. Now this way, everybody knows it's not like a custard when it's done. Just like a custard, okay? And then look at that. Mix it up. This one, people of all ages, particularly our seniors, will love it. Look at that. This is beautiful. When this is done, we're gonna put this over here. Look at that. Then we steam them. This is gonna be so, this is just like a custard. Okay. It's gonna be so good. And the good thing about this is you can, look at that. And put it all together like this. Look at that. Can you beautiful? Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. Any other question? You gotta use soft tofu, okay, please. Use
It has
soft
to
tofu.
be soft. Yeah, somebody want to ask you if they can use a medium.
A medium is okay, but this is better texture.
Mm.
Better texture. I always like 水豆腐. That means soft. And then when it's done, this is the silken tofu. Look at that. I use silken tofu. 水豆腐, 嫩豆腐, 嫩豆腐. This is, and I sprinkle a tiny bit of green onion on top, and a tiny bit extra goji berry. This is how beautiful this is.
And the fish paste that you use, you just bought it in the store, right?
Yeah, you can you can do it on your own. You can buy any fish fillet and put it in a blender and chop it up yourself. You don't have to buy them, because a lot of time you can also buy them in the store if you want. Let me show you. You can buy them in a store like this. Okay, if you don't have time, but I normally do it on my own. Okay, because I like to choose a different fish. Sometimes I put two different fish together. Depends on what I like. And this is done. I'm going to take it out and put this in, and I'm going to show you. This is beautiful. Okay.
Well, this is a good question. Somebody want to ask you if you put chanpei, orange skin, in there.
Oh yeah, I put chanpei. I chop up the chanpei because I know that some people may not have chanpei. That's the reason why I normally put chanpei there for sure. Chanpei, but if you use chanpei, now I'm going to steam it. I'm going to put this over here and I steam this. Okay. I want to steam this. Okay. And then chanpei, you have to get the best chanpei. The cheap chanpei is no good. The good chanpei can be anywhere from about 3. Okay, let's steam. And this is also done. I'm going to show you all these wonderful things that we have done. Look at that. Another one is done right here. So this is why we will show you how wonderful it is. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to show you this beautiful. Okay. Now look at this. I am going to use this. This is the beautiful. Oh, I love it. I'm going to show you this. Okay. I love this thing. And I put this, which is already soak up all the wonderful.
I like this type
flavor.
Of noodle too. Yeah.
Oh, this is good because it already soak up all the juice. You do the same thing with crab, okay? And then I put this right over here. Look how beautiful. Okay? And then I use this. That's what I'm trying to say is when you do this at home, you can do something a lot different than, look at that. Look at all this wonderful thing. Okay? It's going to be so delicious. And then sprinkle tiny bit of green onion on top.
Oh, that looks so good.
This is so good. And then, of course, always have beautiful flowers. Okay, beautiful flower on both sides. This is all from my garden, from my own garden. Okay, and then this is so beautiful. This is the last one. See, look how that. And then very simple. A dish that everybody can do at home, but it's delicious. Do not overcook your lobster. Any other question?
So you just buy that regular lobster tail in the store, right?
Yeah. In fact, a lot of times the lobster tail you buy in a regular supermarket is really big. It's about this big. This one you can get it in a Costco and some of the specialty store. And then you normally buy it for about a 4-pack or six pieces or 4 pieces, and they're about this size. Okay, it is wonderful. These are the lobster tail from I think it's from either New Zealand or Australia. But the one that you buy them in the East Coast, the claw is very big and the body is not as much meat. That's why for this particular dish I like to do it. But I want to make sure I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how to sizzle in some extra sauce here. So this way, everybody can see. The dish is always very important to have the extra garlic, extra green onion, okay? And then we saute them. So basically, cooking is about imagination, common sense imagination. Today, we talk about things that you can serve. You look at it, this is steam, this is boil, and then the other one is steam. And I think this one is also perfectly done. I'm going to tell you how wonderful this is. This is so beautiful. You see that? Look at that.
Wow. Yeah, Sufyan, one person asked you if you can bake the lobster.
Black plate.
If you can bake the lobster, but if you bake the lobster, you can. You don't use the noodle on the bottom, right?
You bake the lobster. If I were you, I would use the lobster juice. After you bake it, I'll use the lobster juice to basically. Now let me show you this. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to show you. Can you see that? They're like a custard. You see this? Can you see that?
Yeah.
I can actually, you see how I do it?
Wow.
You see? Then this way, I'm going to hold on to this, put a tiny bit of sauce. Oh, whoa, see that? And then tiny bit of, and then I'm going to put it right on top, okay? With a tiny bit of wine. I use rice wine or Shaoxing wine. Or you can use sake, okay? And then I want to show you how easy it is, okay? This is, anybody else, any questions so far? This is so beautiful. I want to show you, when you do this at home, you can create your own thing. Look at that. This is going to be just the right amount of sauce, but it's beautiful.
I think one person want to ask you, so you mix the tempeh together with the tofu and the fish paste, right?
Yeah,
it's all mixed inside, right?
You finely shredded it, okay? Finely shredded it. If you don't have that, you know what you can do? Lemon zest or orange zest, okay? Now, let me show you. I want to show you how it is to make the sauce. Oh, beautiful. Very, very good. So far, any more questions?
Yeah, so the big noodle, Baking the
Yeah.
lobster, so the noodles should be on the top, right? Or how do you
The
deal with the
noodle always on the bottom.
But
If
then
you're
baking
baking
it. Mm.
Yeah, if you're baking it, put the noodle on the bottom because the juice of the lobster would soak up by the
Oh,
lobster sauce. This noodle will soak it up. Look how beautiful. Okay.
I see.
This is so beautiful. Look at that. This is very simple. That's why my slogan is always, if Yan can cook, so can you. Now, look at that. Look how beautiful this is, okay? And then right before you do that, add a tiny bit of sesame seed oil, a tiny bit of pepper, and then a few drops of sauce. I use either XO sauce. I want to show you. Let's get some chili sauce, XO sauce, and then we'll show you how beautiful this is. This way, so far, we have shown you a few very interesting dishes that everybody can do at home, particularly all of you from different part of the world, and from Canada, from Australia, from England, from everywhere. And these are the things that you can do. Look at that, lobster, this, and this, and look at that.
Oh,
This is all we
they
do.
all look so good. I'm
It
so
all
hungry.
it's amazing. It is
Yeah.
amazing. And this is so amazing that everybody can enjoy it. You know, what I want to do is always encourage people to do it at home. Okay. To do it at home.
One last question. I think like for you steaming one lobster tail, it should be the same time if you steaming two, or you need longer time.
No. Because this lobster is only about 6 to 6.5 inch length. So you can actually literally put 2 lobsters and steam them. It doesn't take twice as long at all, okay? Now this one, this is homemade. This is a chili sauce homemade. This is pretty bland, even though I season it, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put something, so when people serve, this is my homemade chili sauce with black bean. This is my own XO sauce, okay? I put it right over here. So when you eat that, if you like hot and spicy food, you can have some hot and spicy food. Look at that. Look how beautiful. Very, very simple. And it's very customary. And then I'm going to taste it a little bit to make sure it tastes good. Let me check. You see the custard?
Wow.
You see the custard? Let me show you. I can actually, because of the cornstarch and the egg white, okay? And then I am going to put a tiny bit of chili sauce. You know what? So smooth, velvety, very tasty, and it's the best thing to do.
You're making me so hungry.
You know, not only I'm making you hungry, my puppy, Archie, smell it and get excited about my food. Looks amazing.
Like,
hey,
I
Archie,
need some
are you hungry?
food.
Yeah, Archie needs some food.
I need some food. So our last winner today is Sandra T. Sandra T, our staff probably already contacted you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for watching our show. And as for today, we're about time, actually. Thank you, Chef Yan, for all this wonderful presentation.
Yeah, look at that. Yan can cook with On Lok, where senior embrace life. That's the reason why I'm so happy to be a member of the family of On Lok and work with the team of PACE to take care of our seniors in the entire Bay Area, maybe one day around the country and around the world. And then, of course, make sure you get to support us and join us next week, always the first Thursday each month, for any extra recipe, cooking tips. Make sure you come to martinyancancook.com, okay? And then scan this little QR code, and then we'll take care of you and answer your question. I'm so glad that all of you from around the world, from around the country, join me today. And we'll say 五月節快樂，
端午節快樂，
端午節快樂，端午節快樂 means
Yay.
Happy Dragon Boat Festival for all of you who show interest and support the program for On Lok and PACE program and On Lok. Thank you so much. We'll see you again.
See you
First
again.
Thursday next month.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me just show last thing for our audience here. So our next show, just not come, hang on. Okay, so join us on our next show is July 7, also the same time for 5 p.m. Later on, you'll receive email from us on today's show recording that will be uploaded next week. Most likely will be next week. And also, if you want to find the recipe that we have done for the past year, it's onlok.org, Yan Can Cook with On Lok. And thank you very much, Chef Yan, for today's presentation. It's wonderful. I love the lobster. I think we can use it on the shrimp also, right?
Well, you are definitely you use a jumbo shrimp, but the key is all these three dishes you can prepare for your family. It's very easy to do. It's very healthy, particularly wonderful for people of all ages, particularly for our senior friends.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chef Yan, and I wish you have a wonderful trip to Chicago and enjoy this greatest honor. And then I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.